I'm Alex Cotter, and this is The House on the Edge. This is my first children's book, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the themes that I explore in the story. So first and foremost, The House on the Edge is about an actual house that's teetering right on the edge of a cliff. And the main theme I explore is what makes a house into a home, and what happens when your home life becomes unsafe. So I take a look at various issues around grief and loss and mental health, and how important it is to ask for help. And that help can often be found in the most unlikely places. I also look at connections between the past and the present. So the house, that's called the Lookout, has links to smuggling and shipwrecks. But I also look at how people from your own family past can affect how you behave in your present. And finally, another theme is coastal erosion. So I look at how important it is that we not only protect our homes, but we protect our whole world from slipping ever closer to the edge. I'm going to read you a little bit just from the first chapter of The House on the Edge. So if you're sitting comfortably, I will begin. Chapter 1. Mum wasn't always this way. Though without a TARDIS, I could see why you might find that hard to believe. You just see what's in front of you. Like people walk along the beach and they'll look up and spot the lookout, rising tall and uneven, teetering right at the edge of the cliff. And their very first thought is, "Blimey, that house is going to topple any minute." I swear, I see those exact words written on their faces. Sheer fear that our pebble dash cream walls, our stained slate roof might suddenly fall. Flatten them against the sand like Dorothy's house landing on the Wicked Witch of the East. When actually, things take much longer to fall than that, right? Noah! Answer me! Rice Krispies or Cheerios? You have to shout a question to Noah, and you have to shout it at least 4 times before he emerges from deep inside his head like some hibernating hedgehog blinking into the light. Someone wants me? Away with the fairies, Dad calls it, when Noah glazes over like he's fixed to a phone, except Noah never needs a scream. Huh? He lifts his eyes finally. They look bloodshot and swollen. I heard him creep downstairs again last night. Krispies or Cheerios? I shake both boxes impatiently. I don't even know why I give him the choice. Noah mumbles, Krispies, in a tone like it's the obvious answer, when last week all he ate was Cheerios. He starts studying me as I pour him a bowl, slopping milk. Did you hear it last night? He asks carefully. No, I say, before he can finish the question, rolling my eyes for extra measure. You really didn't hear anything? Noah sits back incredulous, wedging both hands in his thick red hair so it stands to attention. That's what no means, I tell him, ignoring the niggle in my tummy. What I heard, I remind myself stiffly, are the noises any ancient house by the sea makes. Gulls shriek, radiators tick, waves crash, beams creak. You can shape sounds into whatever you want, I tell him in the grown-up sing-song voice I use a lot lately. Like the way you can make stars signs fit your life, which makes me think briefly of Asha, when I'm really trying my best not to, checking hers every day. I'm not making it up. Noah pulls his sulky face, all eyebrows and bottom lip. I shrug dismissively and turn to put the milk back. I've decided it's best not to give him a platform. That's the posh word this pamphlet in the school library used. All right, so the pamphlet was about OCD and phobias and stuff, but I reckon it'll have the same result. If I don't encourage Noah's fantasies, if he's no one to share them with, hopefully he'll stop having them altogether. Oh, Noah, will you give off night raiding? I groan, staring into the empty fridge. I'll have to shop again now. I haven't. It's not me, Noah complains, before we both glance up at the familiar creaking sounds above. The house's way of saying, she's awake at last. I zip back to the cluttered kitchen counter, kettle for tea, bread and toaster. While I wait, load dishwasher, pack lunches. Eat! I remind Noah what he's supposed to be doing as I rush out with a mug of milky tea and some heavily buttered toast, calling back, you don't want to be late! Because it's something Mum would say. The other Mum, that is. The one you need a TARDIS to know about. I hope you've enjoyed my little reading. And thank you very much for watching and listening. And a big thank you for Reading Zone for having me here.